All right, in today's video, we're gonna give you the top 5 killer crossovers that you need to add to your bag today to make you an elite player. So let's get into it. What's going on, Pro Training? I'm Coach Tony and welcome to our channel. If this is the first time, make sure you like, subscribe, and comment below so that you don't miss any other videos going forward. But let's get into today's clips. The in and out, great move to do in transition and one-on-one situations to break down your defender and blow by him. So when you're doing this move, first you want to get a little bit of space from your defender. Once you have established that space, you want to attack low, okay? So first I'm attacking low with that move, and the first part is that in and out. So once I get a little bit of space from my defender, the in and out is gonna come with the ball in my outside hand, and I'm gonna step with my inside foot. That's the in. When I take that step, I wanna take that dribble as well, okay? After that, I'm gonna explode out, which is the in and out part to that move. So as I'm coming down, I go in, I go out, I step with the outside foot, and I explode out by my defender. Now remember, you gotta keep your hand on top of the ball the entire time so they don't call carry, but you also wanna be able to move the ball all the way to the inside part of your body. So as I'm coming down, one more time, I'm going in, out, and then I explode to the basket. But let's see a couple live clips. All right, now the in and out counter is when your defender doesn't bite on the in and out or they cut you off after you do your in and out. So same thing, I still come down, I attack low, I do my in and out. Now, when I get to this position here, I'm low, I'm wide, I should be able to see my defender. If they shift over with me, that's when I gotta go to the counter. And with that counter, I like to do a crossover out of it because it's quicker, it's easier, and you're prone not to turn the ball over as much. So as I'm coming down, I do a big in and out, 1, 2, I get here, the defender cuts me off, I cross, and now I explode the other way. So whether the defender stays with you or they shift over after you're in and out, you're gonna have an answer for it, but let's see that in and out counter live. We're gonna go over the push cross. Now the push cross is a great move for my faster players. Those players in the NBA like John Wall, John Moran, any kind of player with that type of speed to do in transition when you have one defender to beat. So the push cross happens as you're sprinting. So I'm sprinting down, let's say the ball's in my right hand, I'm sprinting down the court at my defender as they're starting to back up. As I get to my defender, I wanna step with my outside foot so that they shift to my right side, okay? Once they shift, I'm putting the ball over the top onto my other side, and I'm actually pushing as I cross that ball over. It's different from a regular crossover where we're here and we're down, because in this area, your defender might be able to steal it. But with that push cross, I'm able to get to my defender, avoid their hands by pushing it over the top, and then I can keep exploding to the basket. Okay, so one more time. As I'm coming down full speed, all right, I step with my outside foot, I look to the outside, I push cross all the way to the other side of my body, and then I explode to the basket to make a play. Let's see the live clips. All right, so you know you gotta have a counter to every move. So the push cross counter comes into play when your defender cuts you off, okay? So as I'm coming down the court, same thing. I always want to set them up the same way. So I step with the outside foot, I push cross to the other side. If they shift over with you, I still want to take that guy to the basket a little bit more. You'll see me take a couple extra steps, then I cross back to the hand that I was in. Okay, so as you do that first push cross, let that ball kind of hang with you as you're still attacking this way to set your defender up. Then I plant and go the other way. So I'm coming down, I push cross, I run,
then I cross back to my other hand, then I can get to the basket, make a play, find an open teammate, or even pull up for a jump shot. But let's get into those live clips. So the HESI, I can do this move in transition, I can do this move one-on-one, I can do this move in the half-court set, whenever you want. I like to start that move off by setting them up with a single move. So you can either come down with a cross, a between, or behind the back. Once I do that move and I set them up, I want to lift out of that, all right? Notice how my feet get replaced, so I go inside, outside as I land with that ball in my other hand. So I'm coming down, the first part is that HESI here, boom, and if my defender does not shift with me, I explode right to the basket. But allow that ball to hang as you do that HESI, because that'll give you more time to see what your defender's doing. Okay, so one more time, I come down, I set them up, my feet replace, and then I explode out fast to the basket, okay? But let's get into some live clips so you can see exactly how to do that move. All right, you know part 2 of every video is the counter. So when we get into that HESI crossover, you gotta be able to read your defender, but you start that move off the same way. So I'm coming down the court, same way as I did before. My defender's in front of me, I do my HESI, all right? Once I get here, on the first one, when we did our HESI go, they did not shift with us, so I was able to get by them by going to the basket. On the HESI cross, I do the same thing. As I rise, I see that defender shift over. Now I want to sell the drive this way. That's going to make the defender continue to go this way, and then I cross back to the other hand. Okay, so a couple points I want to point out. 1, keep your hand on top of the ball so they don't call carry. 2, when you do that HESI, make sure you shift to the side. All right, you want to create as much space this way, because that's going to force that defender to either stay on this side or cut you off all the way. And then 3, sell the drive this way. So if you see them start to bite on that HESI, sell that drive more towards this way. Boom, I fake this way, then I can cross over. That's gonna really make them go that way, and I can get to the basket to make a play for my team. But let's get into those live clips. All right, so the cross jab is a great move to do in transition if you want to blow by your defender. It takes a little bit of footwork, but once you get it, you're golden, okay? So I'm coming down in transition. I got one defender to beat. I want to make sure I got that ball on my outside hand. So if I'm on the right side of the court, right hand, got him left side of the court, left hand. So I'm coming down, all right? I want to put that ball over the top, kind of like our push cross that we did. All right, once I put that ball over the top, that's gonna be the cross, and as that ball's floating to my other hand, I'm gonna jab, okay? That's gonna make our defender go this way, and we gotta make sure that our body and our eyes both go this way as well. So as I'm coming down, I get into that cross jab here, I cross, I jab, boom, and then I explode out to the basket, and I make a play for my teammates. But let's get into the live clip so you can see exactly how to do it. All right, so I'm gonna give you guys a drill to help you perfect the footwork with that cross jab. So I got the part 1 is gonna be for our beginners. So for our beginners, we're always gonna start off with the dribble. When you take that dribble, you're gonna cross over and you're gonna jab with the opposite foot. I'm gonna take another dribble, I'm gonna cross, and I'm gonna jab. So start off by going slow so you can get that rhythm, and then as you get better, you can start to speed it up. But notice as I'm doing this drill, I'm stepping, I'm looking, I'm leaning, because you want to have your whole body showing that drill. Okay, so the better you get with that, the more you practice, the more comfortable you'll get with it, and that footwork will be a little bit more easy as you do it live, okay? Now the second part of this drill is for our more advanced players, and the only thing we're gonna change is we're gonna take that dribble out. Okay, so now you're going cross jab, cross jab, cross jab. So as I'm doing it, as soon as I cross, I jab, and then I get right back into another cross jab the other way. So it's a little bit faster, a little bit harder, a little bit quicker, but as you get the rhythm, you can speed it up. Now, as you get better, start to get wider, start to get lower, start to get more explosive, and you can really master this move quickly. But let's get into a couple live clips so you guys can really see this drill. It's an elite combo move that you can do in a half-court set, transition, one-on-one, whenever you want to do it, and it was made famous by my guy Tim Hardaway, okay? Tim Hardaway killer crossover. So how that move starts is you can start the move in the same space as your defender, or you can do it with a little bit of space, okay? I'm gonna start it off by starting stationary, okay? So I'm in the one-on-one, I'm about to break my defender down. The first part of this move is a between the legs. That is what's gonna get the defender, and that's what you're really gonna have to sell. So when I'm in that one-on-one situation, when I do that between the legs, I gotta get low, I gotta get wide, and I really gotta sell that drive with that between the legs, okay? So when I'm here, I take it between the legs, I step hard, I lean, I go down, my eyes go this way, and that's gonna make that defender shift. Once they shift, I'm crossing over right out of that, and I'm going to the basket. So I'm coming down here, I'm in my one-on-one set, I'm about to break them down. I go between the legs, cross, and then I get to the basket, okay? So one thing I want to emphasize is your eyes though. If you really use your eyes, you really can explode by your defender and make them either fall, shift, or just freeze them long enough to get by them. But let's see a couple live clips. All right, so I got two quick drills for you to master this between the legs cross. Number one is gonna be stationary, and you're just gonna rep out the between the legs cross. So you can either do it for time, or you can do it for reps. I'm a big time guy because I don't like to count reps. So I usually set the clock at like 30 seconds, and I try to get in as many reps as I can. So you'll wanna be able to do it here. I'm stationary, I'm low, make sure you're shifting with this move. And all I'm doing is going between the legs cross, my eyes are up, and I'm shifting side to side, trying to get in as many as I can. And don't forget to do the other hand too. So if you do 30 seconds with the right, gotta do 30 seconds with the left, all right? And drill number two, all right, drill number two, we're actually gonna move out of it. So I'm gonna back up a little bit, all right? So as I do that between the legs cross, I'm actually gonna step with each move. So same thing, I'm low, I'm shifting side to side, I got my eyes up. So I'm going between, cross. Notice my feet are moving as I do this, and as I get the hang of it, I'm gonna start to speed it up. I'm getting in a lot of reps as I go down the court, all right? So you can do this drill for full court, right hand down, left hand back. If you don't have that much space, maybe you can go 3 reps of going to the end of your driveway and back, or down the street and back, and then you can continue to get better, continue to master it. Let's see live clips. If you like this video and you want more drills and workouts, make sure you head over to perfectyourgame.com. We got a free 30-minute workout that you can do right at your house. Other than that, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to this video, and we'll see you next week. We got new content coming every week. Until then, perfect your game. Peace.